This is Nerd Hat.
This is Nerd Hat.
This is Nerd Hat.
Hey out there.
Nerd Hatters.
Boy.
How are you doing, fellow nerds? It's been a couple of weeks since we spoke to you last.
Has it?
Well, we have a bi-weekly podcast,
okay.
So yes.
It's rainy where we are. Where is it? How are you where it is where you are? Is it rainy over there too? Will, is it rainy where you are?
Yes, probably.
It is.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, it's rainy here too.
I prefer to stay in my house where it's not raining.
All right.
Dry.
Hey, well, shout out to our international listeners. I know we have at least one regular from Germany.
Hey, regular from Germany. What's up?
I know she follows us on Instagram, I believe, but you can see just the macro data. You can see percentages, and we've had listeners from Germany for quite a while, as well as many, many other countries. So whether it's Germany, the UK, the United States, Australia.
That's fun.
Australia.
What? Australia.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Wherever you might be listening to us, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Nerd Hat. Well, Laura and Will, how y'all doing? How's your recording day?
My legs hurt.
I mean, just like part of the day we record, like the entire day in which we didn't record.
Tell us every minute of every day of today, every single minute. Go.
The terrors continue, but so
that's
do
right.
I. Your leg hurts?
Yeah.
And Will's foot hurts, right?
Yes, I've been written out for the next week or so, and I have no vacation time, but it is okay because, oh well.
Screw them. That's what. Yeah.
Oh well.
We'll
be fine. We'll be okay.
Will's foot was very obviously hurting on Saturday when we did our bro trip. And if you follow us on social media, or when you join us on Patreon, you'll also see the post there. Just a couple little blurbs about our nerdy day trip. We took a jaunt down to Salisbury, North Carolina, to the Monstore comic store. They sell comics, collectibles. They also sell games, and they provide a place for nerds like us and nerds not like us to play games such as Dungeons and Dragons, etc., etc. And that was really fun. First bro trip we've had in probably 15 years.
Good grief. That's a long time.
Which tells you two things. Number one, we're both old. And number two, we've been friends a long time.
All right, guys, what are we talking about today?
Depression.
What did you guys... So we should have an episode on depression. Oh, it looks like we're hugging each other. Look at us, but we're not.
The first thing we're going to talk about,
not like serious depression conversation, but like comedy depression, dark humor.
Sad. I don't like that.
You don't like that? I love
no, I don't like Richard tickling my neck like a little psycho.
In case y'all were wondering, we're in different locations. Laura and I are together at our house, and Will's at his house.
Yeah, so I was not a part of this hug. Just, for clarification.
You were virtually. We tickled you virtually.
Ew. Nope, we didn't. No, we didn't. And that's the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time. So, guys, what did you guys watch? I want to know.
Well,
indie films. It was very difficult to choose our indie films. Well, it was between Sorry, Baby, Eddington. What was that? Some sort of body horror movie where this couple moved to some country town and then
together,
and then went into a cave and melted together, and then got out of the cave and they're like, "What the heck just happened?" And then Weapons, and I don't know what else any movies that Arbiter was playing, but we checked out several. I did. And by checked out several, I didn't mean we watched them all. No, I'm saying that I personally did a dive into Google to figure out. I read reviews of several of these films on Google because, I've got the missus and a teenage foster child who constantly want to come with me to the movies. And I was like, oh no.
No.
Because they want to go. And I'm like, Okay.
What do you want to be part of my life? That's ridiculous. I just want to do things by myself. My name is Will.
It is true that
It was difficult.
Most indie films are more maturely rated. So
wait, so what was the title?
So she wants to know what we actually watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to tell the people what we didn't watch.
Yeah, that's confusing, Will. Not what I asked you.
I had a joke.
I know that, but what did you see, man? What did you see?
Okay. Well, I was going to see Eddington. That was what I had originally decided, but then I found out that in one scene we got to see the snake and the hairy Terry. So I was like, I can't take the missus or the foster child to see that. So we diverted to weapons, and Richard went to go see Sorry Baby. Yeah, Laura has this confused look on her face.
I'm so good. What did you see? Just answer this. What answer?
A man got dragged.
Nope. See, hold on. Nudity. What was the title of the movie?
Weapons. I saw Weapons, but Eddington
was
Eddington had the nudity.
That was my only question.
Okay.
No explanation needed.
Okay, I spent some time in my head coming up with what I was going to say for the podcast.
That's good.
I was like, I'm going to say it. Okay, I'm sorry, Laura. I saw Weapons. Ha ha ha, fake laugh.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Laura.
You're fine.
And Sorry Baby
was what you saw.
That's what I saw. Sorry Baby.
And also Sorry.
I also want to say that if I had a podcast, it would be 10 minutes long.
I have done that.
Busy people would enjoy it.
It works better when it's not a conversation.
So let's get going.
All right, let's do this thing.
Who's first?
Who won last time? I'm trying to remember.
I think Will won last time because he had the time. He had the time history change thing because it was in a cool time frame. We're trying to remember who.
What did we do? What did we do last time?
Okay, so you both had comics. No, you didn't. You both had
anime. That's right.
Yours, Richard. Right. I didn't like the way it was illustrated, and Will's. I liked the way yours was illustrated, so I went.
Other way around.
It was opposite.
Other way around, but you still went with Will's.
I still went with Will's.
The story sounded more interesting.
But the illustrations were loud and gross.
That's right. Well, so you won. So
Will's your turn.
So you get to choose. Would you rather go first or second?
I know what he's going to say.
I don't even know.
I'm going to have
second. It is.
No. I'm going to have Rich. I'm going to have Will go first because he seems like he needs to.
Okay, that's true. You did work on some things to say. All right, let me know when you're ready, and I'll hit your timer.
Oh, there's no time like the present.
All right. Well, here we go. Timer starts now.
So my movie is called Weapons, and for most of the movie, I didn't know why it was called Weapons, and I kept saying, "Why is it called Weapons?" So the movie starts off with 17 children running off into the darkness with their arms outstretched like they're pretending to be airplanes. And it's a chapter movie, so we get to see different chapters of each character. You know, it's a mystery, what happened to the children. And for most of the movie, it's not really a horror film. It's not really anything. It's just a mystery. It's just normal people in their normal lives trying to figure out what happened to the children. That's weird. And people are accusing other people of this, that, or the other. Emotions are high because obviously parents, are just confused, scared because at 2:17 a.m. in the morning, all their children ran out the door for no apparent reason.
Ran after what?
No apparent reason, just ran out the door into the dark at 2:17 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
And the police, say they're looking into it, but they're not looking at, camera footage or anything. They're not really. There's evidence that they seem to just not be looking at for some reason. The story revolves around a cast of main characters, including the teacher, one of the children in the classroom who was not taken, the only child not taken. It revolves around a police officer, a love interest of the teacher. It revolves around a drug addict. It revolves around the principal. I can't remember if there's anyone else. But anyway, so it's chapter by chapter, so we just follow that one character. So there will be some overlap because we jump back in time every time. Maybe not completely to the beginning of the story each time, but we do jump a little bit backwards each time. So by the end of the film, we know a little bit more about what's going on. By the end of the film, things get a little freakier here and there as the chapters go on. By the end of the film, it's turned into Hocus Pocus, but R-rated. It's basically like Hocus Pocus, except the kids get to tear the witches apart with their bare hands and blood everywhere.
Spoiler warning.
I'm sorry, that's a heavy spoiler warning. I'm sorry. It was a really good film, actually, and Richard wants to go see it, and I've ruined this whole thing for him. I'm sorry. I ruined it, Richard. Ruined it for you.
Well, I was only half listening, so don't feel bad.
ADD
or do feel bad, depending on what you wanted.
No, it's still a really good film. Because there's an MCU actor in it, for some reason I feel like I watched an MCU horror movie, which is weird. But
what's
whatever.
MC?
MC Hammer. It's Hammer time.
Is that an art? Is that
I'm not going
the
to
MC.
no. I feel like
you've been on our podcast too long to not know this.
No, I haven't.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
See, I didn't.
Even when I talk to my wife and she doesn't know things, I'm like, no, I will not. I don't feel like explaining this. I'm going to patronize you right now. I'm sorry, Laura.
So Thanos is
Marvel
in this movie.
Cinematic Universe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know him.
The actor.
Oh, no. I was thinking about the principal who's played by the guy who plays Doctor Strange's sidekick.
Oh, he's in there too? Nice.
Yeah. I mean, Thanos.
The Asian guy?
2 Marvel movies, or 2 Marvel actors.
Yeah, Benedict Wong, I think.
Yeah.
His name.
Benedict Wong. I like him.
No, I forgot all about Josh Brolin because Thanos is basically a CGI character.
Oh my. But see, Josh Brolin did motion capture on the set for that. So that's very much his performance. Yes, Thanos
that's true,
CGI, but driven by Josh Brolin's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he did an excellent job, I must say.
I just, honestly, when you see Josh Brolin, the first thing you think of is, oh my god, he looks exactly like Thanos. No, that's not what went through my head. But you're right. That was Josh Brolin. If anything, one would say, oh, it's Cable, but I didn't cross my mind either.
That's right. He's played 2 different MCU characters.
Yeah.
Nice. Although technically, when he played Cable, Deadpool was not part of the MCU yet. Anyway. Well, Laura, he's still got 5-ish minutes. Do you want to ask him any questions? Or do you want to say more, William? You got 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Is Thanos playing Thanos, or is it just the actor?
There is no Thanos in this film.
Wait. Richard nodded, and then Will giggled. So, and you're both smiling. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Josh Brolin played Thanos, so he's in this movie.
But you just said.
I know.
Didn't you just say that?
So there's a witch in this film. This film it's a slow burn horror movie with a witch in it who controls people.
It has nothing to do about the Marvel series, because you made it sound like it was Richard.
No. I was just referencing Thanos for all the nerds out there.
Benedict Wong was in it, and he did a really good job. I love Benedict Wong. He did a great job. It made me feel like all warm and cozy inside because he was in it.
The Supreme Sorcerer, Benedict Wong.
Well, he wears
Sorcerer Supreme.
I'm sorry, Sorcerer Supreme.
I know things. Screw you guys. All right. No, I think we should continue. I think we should continue. So, babe, can you tell me what your movie was about? Thank you, Will, for your sharing.
Will, are you done? Because you got 3 minutes left.
You're done.
Anything else?
You're done.
No, I feel like this is one of those movies you just don't spoil for people, and even though
come on, Will. No, now I'm mad.
Comedy in it.
Would you spoil it, please?
So maybe some unintended comedy, but there was some comedy.
Richard, you're never going to watch it.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
I want this to be spoiled. I'm
sticking my hands in my ears for those of you who can't see me. I don't want to hear the spoilers. If you don't either, fast forward to the next segment.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just testing. Can you hear me, Richard? Okay, Laura, when the children chase the witch at the end of the film to murder her, to just completely murder the crap out of her, it's really hilarious, apparently. They chase her through several houses in the neighborhood, all 17 children, to just murder the crap out of her.
That's it?
There are other funny stuff, I guess. There's some jump scares, and
Okay.
Anyway, the mystery is who kidnapped the kids and all this stuff. Anyway, I don't want to ruin too much.
Oh, come on! Here's the deal, William.
It's okay. Okay, all the children are in the basement of the one child that did not get abducted because the witch stole the life force out of this child's parents, and this child has to do whatever the witch says, or the witch will kill his parents.
Okay.
And the boy turns the witch's magic against her by commanding the children to kill her. And the reason why the movie is called Weapons is because the witch has the ability to turn people into weapons by turning them to heat-seeking missiles, where they fly after their target with their arms in the air like they're airplanes, and they murder people.
Okay. You can edit that out. Okay. All right.
The burp?
You can take your ears out. I mean, your fingers out of your ears. All right. For the sake of my sobriety, can you continue on to your segment?
Yes.
And I mean that because
nice, Will. Finished with the 9 minute or with 1 minute left.
Thank you, Will. You gave away the ending, and I'm still confused.
All I heard was
didn't tell you anything else about the movie.
The only thing I picked up was the word murdering crap. So that's it. So I'm gonna have to edit this, so I'll probably still hear it.
All right, Richard.
Dun dun dun.
Richard, amaze us.
It's okay. All right.
Amaze us with your summary, babe.
Here we go. So I'm gonna read this
because I know I won't watch this film.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah, I just
sounded like you said that to Will.
Sorry, baby.
Ew, you didn't have to make it sultry. This is weird.
All right, so as is usual in our podcast, spoiler warning. If you've already seen this and you want to relive it, then welcome. If you don't care if you get spoiled, welcome again. All right. So I went to see the film Sorry, Baby. So I'm going to read my thoughts that I wrote the night of, almost fresh out of the theater.
Fresh note.
Here's a quote. I'm sorry that bad things will happen to you. I mean, I hope they don't. But these are words which Ava Victor's character, Agnes, speaks to her best friend's baby at the end of the film. Spoiler warning. It's one of those beautiful moments in which you know the character is speaking to their own inner child as much as they are speaking to the child in front of them. It was, I thought, a beautiful and sad and hopeful way to end a film which deals with a topic as difficult as healing from sexual assault. Agnes also makes a promise to the baby saying that, quote, if anything bad happens to you, you can tell me and I won't be scared. I'll just listen and not be scared, unquote. That was something she learned, I think, from her best friend, who walked with her through the aftermath of the assault with kindness, compassion, and courage. Her best friend's name is Liddy, by the way. The scene in which Agnes tells Liddy what happened was powerful. The setting, the framing, the writing, and the acting were superb. I felt almost as if I should not be there hearing this painful recounting, yet honored to be there at the same time. Ava Victor has trusted us, the viewers, with something very precious and personal. I do not know if she herself is a victim of assault, but it seems to me that she speaks well for women. And honestly, for men, too. It might have been easy in a film with subject matter such as this to paint all men as untrustworthy or evil, but Ava does not do that. Instead, she leans into the complexity of real life. There are men like her character's thesis mentor who take advantage of their positions of power and abuse young women. And there are men who are just tone deaf and insensitive, like the doctor. Why do male gynecologists even exist, by the way?
Yeah, males literally do anything else. Anything else.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
No.
That being said, we've had some that are very kind, but it's still a little weird. Anyway, there are men like the gynecologist that she goes to see the day after being assaulted, who's just tone deaf and insensitive. But Ava also shows the kindness men are capable of in the characters of Gavin and the sandwich shop owner who helps Agnes to get through a panic attack. And Gavin is Agnes's love interest, by the way, in the film. Played by Lucas Hedges, who I really love. I First saw him in Manchester by the Sea, and this is my second film I've seen him in, and he did a really good job playing Agnes's neighbor and eventual love interest.
What's his name? The actor?
Lucas Hedges. He does a lot of independent films. He's not mainstream per se. Anyway, in the end, Sorry Baby is a story made by a woman about women. Ava offers hope and a listening ear for those who have suffered the atrocity of assault. From a technical perspective, I only had one quibble with this film. A couple of times I was confused a little bit as to when in the timeline of events a particular scene was occurring. Aside from that, this film was near perfect. I gave it, my initial rating was 5 nerd hats out of 5.
5 nerds.
Yes.
Like the candy.
And after a little bit more reflection here, I might lower that down to 4.5, but that's still a really good rating. This film was very powerful. Ava Victor wrote, directed, and starred in it.
Oh.
So she did the trifecta her first time out of the gate. So it was a very personal project for her. And like I said, I don't know if she herself has been assaulted. It seemed like, given the writing and just how intimate it was, that either she or someone very close to her had faced that, which, given the odds, is, I just know how often that happens, which is very sad. But there was some humor in this film as well, and I really like that. It's very unique humor to her character. Like, there's one point at which, and this is kind of the poster for the film, you see her holding a cat, and her finding the cat, which was a kitten when she found it. It was either the day after or just a few days after the assault, and she chose to adopt the cat. And you see this in the trailer, so this is not a spoiler, but she comes into her roommate, Liddy, and is just holding the cat, just standing there behind Liddy, and just announces abruptly, like, I got a cat. She's a lot funnier when she delivered it, but it's just little things like that. They managed to, in a topic that was very serious, they managed to infuse it with humor and affection and hope as well, I thought. And I highly recommend this film. And yeah, it's very well done all the way around. Cinematography, writing, directing, acting. It hits on all fronts. And I thought it was really good. Sorry, Baby.
Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
Now it's my time for judgment, right?
Yes, discussion and judgment.
Why did you give me 10 minutes and 12 seconds?
Well, I just put a little bit of buffer in there.
I don't need buffers. I'm too good for buffers. William, what's your middle name?
Oh, no, it's
Thomas?
Yeah.
William Thomas Boyer. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know what your movie was about.
It's about a witch terrorizing a small town, kidnapping children.
So totally
and killing people that get too close to the truth.
What's the truth, Will?
That she kidnapped the children.
They didn't just walk out on their own, in other words.
Yes.
Why was she trying to kidnap the children?
Because she wants to be young again, a la Hocus Pocus.
So she's going to eat them?
No, she's going to siphon their life force.
She's going to eat them?
No.
Like Tangled.
She's going to eat their supernatural essence.
So, yeah, they're going to eat. Okay, so she's all right.
She's not going to eat their flesh.
Oh, no, okay. That's great then. That's fine. Okay.
So you got to suck them like a straw. They're supernatural.
That's literally the same thing.
I will suck your souls, my pretties.
So, Will, now that you know and that I know what the story is about, would you watch it again?
Yeah.
Hi!
I feel like I own it on DVD, except my wife really didn't like it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, Mandy's been going through a change lately. She's swearing off horror movies and anything with expletives and.
Okay, that's cool.
You know.
Yeah, and children got hurt in the movie too, and some people can't handle that, or some, which I don't blame them.
I have a. It really depends. Like, I'm trying to desensitize myself to things, but there's something about whenever you do have a kid and then you see a kid get hurt and you can't do anything about it, it really messes up your sleep. So I can empathize.
I understand. I try to remind myself it's fiction and it was just a movie, but you're right.
But yes, there's something about your brain though that catches on to that. You're like, that you can't control. But
I might be weird, but for me, there's a little bit of a catharsis. I don't know if it's me working out fears by watching a horror movie or like a
I'm just talking about children getting harmed.
No. This is why I don't watch horror movies, because they freak me the heck out. But
really,
that's what they're supposed to do.
We should watch a horror movie together. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
William.
I haven't seen Halloween yet. Have you seen Halloween?
That sounds dumb. I already don't
that used to be my wife's favorite franchise, but now she's swearing off horror movies. You might start Halloween. I don't know.
I want to watch like a good horror movie.
Ooh, we just did.
I know we just did.
Laura and I have been getting into watching them together over the last year or two.
Yeah, it's because I'm in my 30s and I just want to feel something. Anything. And no, it was good. It was good.
It was very good.
Okay, but you would watch this again.
Yes.
Is there any character in the movie that you related to or that you found interesting? Like, what grabbed you about it?
Like Josh Brolin's character, and he seemed like a really good dad. The teacher, the teacher was innocent, but otherwise, I felt like she needed someone to put her over their knee and spank her.
Okay, what?
She was like a young woman teacher and young female teacher that came out wrong.
A young woman teacher.
Sometimes she made me feel like she was immature. That's all.
Okay.
Well, if she was young, then that may make sense.
I guess her character sometimes annoyed me a little. But whatever. Obviously, I like Benedict Wong's character. I like him in general, but he played a good character, I thought. And
okay.
I was interested in the young boy Alex's character. I'm not sure I would say that you're asking if I saw myself in any of the characters. I'm not sure.
I just related. Did you like any of the characters?
Yeah. I like the majority of the characters.
Okay. Was there any character in particular that went through a change?
Yeah. What kind of change are you asking about specifically?
Just a change in general, like not like they changed costumes, but more like did their character develop? Like were they faced with something where they had to question how they deal with it?
The boy Alex.
Okay.
He had to grow up fast and make some serious life decisions, which he'll carry for the rest of his life. Probably some PTSD, some psychiatric help. One of the other characters, I wouldn't say that there are two characters in the film that I wouldn't say had character development so much as their characters were slowly revealed, and then they got what was coming to them. So
they got what was coming to them.
What was coming to them?
They bad?
They didn't start out bad, but they got worse. I kind of want to. That teacher. The teacher wasn't a bad person or a bad character. It's just, I guess she just irritated or frustrated me because she was still a little immature herself. The Josh Brolin character, he was falling apart because his child disappeared, but he was a very good father. And honestly, he wasn't the teacher was the main character. Obviously everybody who had a chapter was a main character, but I think the teacher was probably felt like the teacher and the father and the boy were probably the three biggest main characters. But what I'm trying to say is that the father and the teacher, if it wasn't for those two, the entire town would have just went to heck. The police just were completely out of their element.
Okay. Thanks, Will.
I rambled a little, but hopefully that was okay.
I have one last important question.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
It varies depending on my mood and the season. And
what today?
I don't know, green or maybe orange. I think it's green.
Okay. Thank you.
Could be blue. It's not orange. Orange came into my head earlier. I changed my mind. I know.
Orange like Super Mario.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. Richard.
Yes.
I momentarily forgot what part of the segment we were in. So I only have a minute, 20 seconds? No. All right. So, Richard.
Although we both finished early, so we could go a little longer.
Dearest Richard, I really liked your delivery. Wow. Delivery. Okay, you don't have to mock me, Will. I already know. I already know where I screwed up. Well, you don't have to rub it in my face. I'm just going to make fun of Laura because that's just fun. That's just fun to do. I'm already here. I got nothing else to do. Richard.
I've been making fun of people all day today.
Oh, okay. So, Richard, Alan Best.
Yes.
It's my mood.
What
mood I've been in.
What? Shush. Golly. So, I'm just kidding. Well, Richard.
Sorry.
Were there any side stories with accompanying the sexual assault plot? Like, were there any side plots?
Well, it went back and forth in time. So, like, it starts out 4 years after the assault has happened.
I didn't.
And then there's like sort of a flashback. I mean, it gives like a little chapter heading of like the year with the bad thing is the title of the segment where it shows what happened. And and I will say one thing I didn't mention in my writing was the way that they dealt with the assault itself, like when it actually happens, I thought was brilliant and very tasteful.
Okay.
It's like they don't show the assault itself. It's implied. And the way they implied it was actually very artistic as well. Like she gets her thesis mentor, she's in grad school, asked her kind of last minute to come over to his house to discuss her thesis, which was abnormal. So they show her going up to the front door and coming in, but then they show the progression of time. They just show the outside of the house, and they show it daytime, they show it dusk, and they show it at night, and then they show her coming out.
Oh no.
And then the next like 2 or 3 minutes is her just driving in her car, just staring into space, just feeling the weight of it. And then she gets back to her roommate's house, and just when she shares with her roommate, she's just sitting in the tub, just like taking a bath, and that's one of the ways she relaxes throughout the film. And then there's no nudity above, just like shoulders is about the most they show. So that's very tasteful as well. Just like, it's not necessary. Don't, like, we know, and it just focuses on her face and a couple of cuts to her friend Lady. And her friend Lady is very understanding and listens. And it's just, I thought it was very, very tastefully done. And her friend also goes with her the next day to the doctor, and the doctor is an asshole, and the friend sticks up for her, and they both. And what I liked is Agnes kind of sticks up for herself too in that moment too. It's like, wow, the strength to be able to do that. Like the day after this happens, like, and they're just like, they're both like being kind of like snarky back to the doctor because he's being an asshole. He's just insensitive.
How is he being an asshole? I want to know. I'm going to be mad at him too.
He was asking just very insensitive questions. He was very
What were you wearing?
Very blunt and clinical, not empathetic in dealing with the situation. He was just very clinical and blunt and just behaving like an ignorant man, I guess.
So stupid.
And I was like, you're a gynecologist, like at least be I mean, come on. But and they kind of let him have it a little bit.
Good.
But in a, they weren't over the top or anything, but I like that scene. But there is like, you do see some of her professional development as well, as far as like side plots. You see her growing into a full-time professor. You do get to see at least one scene where she's teaching her students, and she's very confident. And she also deals with a competitor of hers who was also in grad school with her and wanted to get the full-time position.
Man or woman?
Woman.
Okay.
And didn't get it, and was very angry and bitter about not getting it.
So hard.
And Agnes handles it very, very tactfully, but doesn't back down. She doesn't like.
So are you saying Agnes?
Agnes. Mm-hmm.
Not Agatha?
No, Agnes.
Okay.
Agnes. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I like the. I guess the story with her and I mean, it's all interwoven, but the story with her and Gavin was really cute, and their romance was just kind of quirky and
that's a subplot.
Yeah. So like it's part of her healing process, like you see through the film. Part of her healing is getting into a relationship somewhat unexpectedly with Gavin, and then eventually gets to the point where like he's talking about like asking her if she would ever want to have kids, and like so it's getting more serious. And but there was one scene it was, again, they didn't show any nudity, but I thought it was both funny and very relatable. At one point,
funny and what?
So funny and just very relatable. Like at one point after they had sex, and
they do the boom boom.
Oh yeah. and again, it's handled very tastefully. But afterwards, like she's taking a bath, and he comes in and just needs to pee, and he's like, "Hey, can I get in with you?"
No, no, every time. That is disgusting.
In the bath.
That is disgusting.
But for many people, it's romantic.
No. I'm going to go do a sidebar right now and say, no, that is disgusting. Unless that is your intent going into the bath, no, I will kick you out every time. No, I'm there to get clean and refresh. I don't want anyone else in there. I'm mad right now for no reason.
But that wasn't the kind of cute, quirky part.
Will, what do you think?
I'm keeping my mouth shut. This is Nerd Hat. This is not a relationship advice hat.
No, we should. It'd be fun. No, and how big is the tub? That is my question.
It was a small tub, and actually, it made it kind of cute because like he gets in and it's like he can barely fit on the other side, and eventually he's like, "Hey, is it okay if?" And he's very. This is one thing that's cool, Ben. He's just very kind and thoughtful. He asks questions like, "Is this okay? Is that okay?" He's like, "Would it be okay if I sat behind you?" And then he could see her hesitation at first, and he's like, "It would be like a hug."
It would be hesitation because you're another person in the tub. That's the hesitation.
But yeah, you get the impression that with his character, if she said no, he would totally respect respect it.
All right.
But the kind of funny, quirky part is like, I can't remember if it was before or after he gets in, but she asks to see his penis again. And he's like, but are you sure? It's like, but it's, and it finally he agrees to. She's like, it's very small right now. You know,
I'm glad I didn't take Manny to see that movie.
Because
after what, Richard?
It's not erect anymore. It's small.
We used the word erect on the show.
We did. Sex is not a dirty thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I never said it was dirty.
I know you did.
Wait, so like, do you see it?
No, you don't. Okay. That's why I said it's very tasteful. There's no.
Why does she want to see it?
It just felt very. She's just curious, because.
Where does it go when it's been placed?
So he finally agrees, and she looks at it for a few seconds, and she's like, "Men are so weird.
Men are so weird. The penis makes no sense.
It is a very weird.
I don't get it.
It's a very weird thing.
Make it make sense.
Why does it get bigger and smaller? Tell me that. I mean, functionally it makes sense, but it is strange.
How do you feel about this conversation?
I'm just waiting for it to be over.
I think we made him blush.
Here's the deal, Will. You talked about Richard's nipples extensively for an episode back in the past, so I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. You both shared thoughts about each other's nipples, so I don't want to hear.
I don't remember this.
Well, that's something that ingrained into my head.
This happened. It didn't happen, even if I said it. It didn't.
It's a core memory, and I don't like it there. I don't like it. I would like it. I can't get that time back. All right. So going back into what this podcast is about.
Yes.
Nerds.
So Laura has to make a decision.
I'm going to side with Richard because I really relate to the theme, to women
sucking out the life force of children.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I no, sorry, baby. I feel like I relate to the women's struggle of trying to just get help and have community and getting help where help should be given, and then it's met with stupid questions. So I I relate to that experience with her and the doctor, and I appreciate your delivery. I did burp. You're welcome, everyone.
All I can say is you're welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome. I do like with Will's weapons. I want to actually, that's funny. I like your movie, Richard, so I think you win, but I kind of want to see Will's movie just because I'm like, what?
Well, that's
Me
good
too.
because you can go with Richard.
That's right.
Say that again?
Date night. Let's
Yeah.
go watch a witch try to kill some children and then get her come up and
As long as it's not too hocus pocusy, because I don't like stupid.
It's not a comedy.
It's straight horror.
Oh, okay, that sounds great.
If there's humor in it, it's almost by accident.
No, and in fairness, because of our topic, we had to choose from films that we're currently showing at Aperture. So, and we also had to find some that fit into our schedules. So it was hard to find two that were similar. These are two very different films. Obviously, Sorry Baby is not a horror film. Yeah, it's just kind of part of that's how it played out. But
that's okay.
That night, I just really didn't want to see Eddington because
no, I didn't either.
Yeah, like I read the plot and I was like. I feel like it's too soon. Reasons. It's like reliving the pandemic, and it just sounds super depressing. So, Sorry Baby wins this. Eva Victor wins this round. Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you, Eva Victor.
That's right.
Sharing your story.
Is that the director or the screenwriter or the actress?
Eva, she's all three.
Hat.
All three, actually.
Wow.
Yes, we're using
a lot of women.
Yeah, writer, director, and primary actor. All right, so we are going to draw from the nerd hat to find out what we're doing next week.
Let it be something more controlled than Aperture Theater.
Oh, dear. Up from the sewer, 80s underground comics. Whatever the fuck that means.
One example.
A lot of Ninja
Turtles?
That seems to sound like Ninja Turtles, and
it does seem to now. It does.
Actually, let me see what
I hate Ninja Turtles, so this is great.
Well, let me see what the options are. That's definitely one of the options.
Or is this just indie comics from the 80s period, or what?
Ground.
I believe I had some options. Let me bring up my Excel file here.
Will, what do you like to eat for breakfast? No, don't do that. Let me ask Will about his life.
Whatever I can find, because Mandy doesn't cook breakfast unless it's a weekend.
Why don't you cook breakfast for yourself?
I eat Pop-Tarts.
Why don't you cook breakfast for yourself?
Maybe cereal.
Why don't you cook breakfast for yourself?
And I like to sleep until it's 15 minutes before I have to leave for work.
When the truth comes out, what do you like to eat? Hold on, I want to know this about Will.
I like to eat eggs, sunny side up or scrambled.
Anything else?
Sausages, not bacon.
Why not bacon? Because I'm there too. Why not bacon?
Well, I like bacon, but I feel like sausage is more filling.
It is. It is. Do you like grits?
Only if there's something good mixed in with it. Mandy does not like grits, so we do not keep it on hand.
Okay.
I can eat oatmeal.
Okay. That's good.
Especially when I'm dieting, but obviously I don't want to put a lot of crap into it because it's no longer dieting at that point.
That's true.
Cereal, I can't eat cereal. I prefer Raisin Bran. I do not like Cheerios, but I will eat the Cheerios. My favorite is Fruity Pebbles, but that's not really a diet cereal.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready.
Okay.
Or are you just like distracting me? This is a distract Will.
No, I'm filling in the sound because I also do want to know more about your life. I was making sure Richard was done with his thing.
All right. So the only options that I put down were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus The Crow.
Didn't we already do that? Wait, didn't we already do that?
We covered the movie The Crow, and we have covered the movie of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we have not covered the comics.
A lot more indie comics than those two.
Will, didn't you cover The Crow?
There's The Tick. There's we can find more than that.
Did you cover the movie?
We can find more than that too.
So that was we did in season 5. Will and I covered it together. So like
Bone used to be an underground 80s comic.
Yes.
Before it got popular. Of course, the Turtles exploded. So
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So we could search for some more, but we'll say tentatively for now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus The Crow. Will, obviously, you have multiple copies of TMNT, so and that's your jam. So I figured you should cover TMNT.
One episode of The Crow is enough for me.
I have access to The Crow through my Kindle.
Okay, great, good then.
So I can cover The Crow.
I have
if we come up with something even better, we can always change. But tentatively, we'll say the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics from the 80s versus The Crow from the 80s. So up from the sewer.
I am ready to be disappointed, but prepared to be amazed. We don't know.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes. All right.
Well, thank you guys for presenting your indie films. Indie films, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. Independent / Arthouse cinema.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both of these.
I don't know if these were like legit both independently financed. I have a feeling Sorry Baby definitely was. Weapons, I'm not so sure. But
yeah, I don't know. It was really good.
It played at Aperture, and that was the main thing.
Yes. That was the main thing. We supported Aperture.
Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we were both there. We were both there on the same night.
You were?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
Like Will had to go to the restroom, and he ran into me as I was coming into my showtime.
Did you fight?
Yeah,
fight!
With our fists. Our fists touched each other. We bro-fisted. That was a fight, right?
Yeah, and then the receptionist was like, finish him! No. Anyway, well, Nerd Hatters.
And shout out, by the way, Aperture Nachos. The best
Aperture.
nachos.
Really?
Aperture?
Yeah,
really? Okay, Aperture.
Best nachos at any theater, but really messy. Bring a fork.
I too have had their nachos, and they're very good. They come from Foothills Brewing Company.
Really? The Foothills in general.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
or at least I think it's like beer cheese. I think that comes.
Foothills does have very interesting food. It's surprising. Yeah.
I agree. The nachos are very good there. All right. Well, Nerd Hatters, thanks for joining us for yet another episode.
Thanks for being here. Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks
Germany,
so much.
UK, France, all the Russian Federation, like all the many other...
The Russian Federation?
Yeah, we've had at least one listener from the Russian Federation.
That's cute! Okay.
At some point. Yeah, listeners all over the world at different points, depending on the property. So wherever you might be listening from, thank you.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
We would love to hear from you. You can get in touch with us through our social medias. On Instagram, we are at NerdHatPod. That's our handle there. On Facebook, just simply look up the Nerd Hat Podcast. We have a page there. We're also the Nerd Hat Podcast on YouTube. And of course, we have a Patreon. Once again, just look up the Nerd Hat Podcast. Our Instagram is where we're the most active, and we have a link tree there. You can go from there to our other sites. You can also go from there to look at Will's webcomics.
Yes.
Ooh, cool.
If you think that I am too inappropriate in my humor, please comment. If you want me to be even more inappropriate, comment. That will not help my...
I want you to be more inappropriate.
I could have added stuff during the sexual romance shower, whatever you guys were saying earlier, but I decided I wanted to stay completely out of that. I'm just saying I could be worse.
I'd love for you to be worse. I think it'd be so much fun.
My conscience is torn right now.
Richard, do you want it? Wait, hold on. Richard, do you want him to be worse?
No,
shush, Will. Hold on, Richard.
I want you to be you, my friend.
We want you to be happy.
I don't want me to be.
Yes.
I want to be the version of me that society can handle.
No, not here. Not here.
Okay.
Trust me, society can handle a lot. The question is, can you handle it?
Screw society.
They're gonna be fine. I want you to let it loose, and we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I'm picking right into us, and yes.
Yeah, and also
listeners, do you want Will to be worse? Because I'm kind of excited and a little scared. But yeah, let's write in.
You're excited.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about this much. You can also access this through our link tree, but you can check out Laura's art because she is a professional artist. We do post.
I'm a professional artist.
You will see some of her posts in our stories on Nerd Hat Pod. on a pretty regular basis. But if you want to follow her, it's Laura Morales Studios.
Laura.Morales Studio.
Laura.Morales.studio.
At studio. Singular,
so
not plural.
At Laura.Morales.studio.
Correct.
That's the handle on Instagram. So yeah, and she has a website as well, which we've worked hard on.
Yes.
You can purchase her work from there, and she's got a newsletter that you can sign up for and keep up with things.
It's fancy. Be fancy with us.
Yeah. So check out our work. Most of my work is podcast stuff. I have dabbled a little bit in YouTube. Yeah, you can find me there at Empathic Ecologist if you're interested. But we would love it more than anything if you would give us ratings. Not more than anything, but we would love it.
More than anything.
More than anything.
We wait eagerly.
More than anything, if you just threw money at it. No, I'm kidding.
Just throw the bills. Throw them.
No, don't do that.
No,
we would love it if you joined our Patreon, but we would also love it if you could get the word out there for the podcast. If you're like us and you don't have a lot of money to throw around, but you could throw around a little bit of your time.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah, words of affirmation. Give us a rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to us. Follow, like, subscribe, etc., and let us know what you think. We'd really appreciate it.
Call my doctor, my psychiatrist. We're really concerned about Will.
All right. Well, until next time, Nerd Hatters.
Sayonara.
Live long and prosper.
Night, bitches.
Nerd Hat!